What's up guys, my name is Ace, and a couple days ago I made a video talking about the fact that it looked like we were only going to be seeing 11 maps at launch for Black Ops 4 multiplayer. This was coming straight from David Vonderhaar from a Game Informer interview he did over the weekend, and in this, when he was asked how many maps would be there at launch, his response was, "I think you guys know about all the maps we're going to have," and he also said, "I'm pretty sure that's out there in public information." As a result, when you compile all of the maps that were out there in public information, this gave us 7 new maps, 6 of which we played in the beta, 1 that was revealed at Gamescom, and then 4 remade maps that were confirmed many months ago. As a result, we've kind of been running on the assumption that we're only going to be seeing these 11 maps at launch and then Nuketown coming in November, but we did get a trailer yesterday and it looks like Vonderhaar was actually wrong because there's at least 2 maps within this trailer that look to be completely new maps that are not one of the remakes, and they're definitely not the maps that we've already played in Black Ops 4, and this is really good news. Now before we get into these new maps, I want to let you guys know about some brand new KontrolFreeks that just launched today actually. These are the GravSlam KontrolFreeks. They're officially licensed with Call of Duty and they're inspired by Ruin. I think these ones look really cool, especially for those collectors out there. For those of you guys that don't know what KontrolFreeks are, they're just a simple attachment that clips onto your analog stick and it increases the range of motion you have with your analog stick, which just gives you more fine control over your accuracy. I've been using these things for about 8 years now, and I absolutely swear by them. If you guys are looking to pick some of these new GravSlam ones up, or any other KontrolFreeks for that matter, I will leave a link down below that will automatically apply my discount code, which is exclusive. So now that we have that out of the way, let's get into these brand new maps. This is the first map that we see in the trailer that we haven't seen before. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, that looks like it's Jungle, because we do know that Jungle is coming back as a reimagined map. But when you break down the entire clip and you piece it all together, you can actually see a pretty good portion of this map, and it's definitely not Jungle, or at least not Jungle as we know it. So unless they made significant changes to the actual layout of Jungle, this is definitely not Jungle, and this is a brand new map that we've never seen before. Now the first thing I notice is the background in this initial clip. You can see that there is an elevated window there that looks like it is part of the playable area, although I could be mistaken. Then of course you can see the bridge, which is a completely enclosed structure, and it is much wider than the bridge on Jungle as well, so there's no way that's the Jungle bridge, unless, like I said, they made some serious adjustments to the layout of Jungle. Then when the clip pans over even more, you will see that this just doesn't line up with Jungle at all. It opens up quite a bit here, and if we were assuming that that bridge was the middle bridge on Jungle, then this just doesn't line up with anything on either side of that bridge. So with that all combined, this leads me to believe that this is definitely a brand new map that we've never played before. Now right after that, we got this clip here, which is also a new map. I've seen some people say that this is Seaside, and while some of the architecture is somewhat similar to Seaside, this is definitely not Seaside due to the color scheme, which I doubt they completely reworked. But also when you even just look at the layout of everything here, this is not Seaside. As for ruling out some of the remade maps that they've confirmed, we have 4 remade maps coming to this game, and those are going to be Summit, Firing Range, Jungle, as well as Slums. I know all those maps quite well, and I can't match this area up with any of them. As a result, once again, this leads me to believe that this is a brand new map that we will have access to at launch, because this is the launch trailer for Black Ops 4, and therefore it appears Vonderhaar was wrong when he answered that question for Game Informer. And a lot of people have been wondering, why would Vonderhaar lie, or why would he be wrong? He's the design director for Treyarch, like he should really know what's going on with the game. And I think there's a couple possibilities here. First up, he's not the PR guy. He doesn't really directly deal with the promotion side of things, so perhaps he thought that all of the maps were revealed at some point just off the top of his head, and he just assumed that we did know about all the maps, but he was mistaken. Or there is the off chance that he's also trolling us. Vonderhaar is kind of known for his troll ability, but when you actually watch that part of the interview, it looks genuine. It doesn't look like he's trying to deceive us in any way. So I think it's more likely that he's just been in that crunch time. He's tired. He's been working so hard on actually making the game, and not so much on promoting which maps are going to be in the game and all of that kind of stuff. So that's just my thoughts on that, but in either case, it does look like he was wrong, and we will be seeing at least 2 more brand new maps coming to the game, and this is excellent to see. For me, like I said in the video a couple days ago, 11 maps isn't really very much for a Call of Duty game. It's quite low for Call of Duty, especially when you consider the fact that 4 of those are going to be remakes, and therefore realistically that's just 7 new maps for launch, which is by far way lower than we're used to. So it looks like now that number is at least 9 brand new maps. Who knows? Maybe there could be more now. And also we get the 4 remade maps on top of that. So this is getting more and more in line with what we would have expected for a map count. Personally, I was hoping more for around 15 total maps at launch. I don't know if we'll reach that number, but it does appear that we're at least up to 13 minimum. Now, aside from those 2 new maps, there's actually a couple other things that I picked up from this trailer that you guys may have missed. First up, this appears to be a different LMG. In both of the betas, we're talking the regular multiplayer and the Blackout beta, we only had access to one LMG, and that's the Titan. But during this clip here on the first new map that we saw, this doesn't appear to be a Titan. I put it right up next to an image that I have of the Titan, and while it is somewhat similar, it doesn't appear to be the Titan. But of course, with Treyarch games, one thing I really like that they do is different attachments will make it look a little bit different, but I don't think it'll make it look this different. So I think what we're seeing here is a brand new LMG that we haven't seen before, and the most interesting thing about this is it looks like it has something mounted under the barrel. Now, is that going to be a noob tube? I don't really think so, because it doesn't look like a standard 40mm grenade launcher that you would mount under a barrel. Perhaps it'll fire a smoke grenade or something along those lines, or maybe it's like a shotgun hybrid. I have no idea what it could really be, but it is something that we haven't seen before, and it'll be interesting to see what it actually is and how it works. Next up, when we saw the other brand new map with all the blue on it, it appears we're seeing a brand new score streak that we've never seen before. If you look up towards the top left of the screen, you'll see some sort of a drone that's hovering, and it is shooting at enemies. Now, personally, I think this is going to be some sort of an escort drone, so it will follow you around and hover behind you and shoot things around you. But who knows, we can't really see much of it in this trailer. It doesn't really move at all in this trailer. It kind of hovers in one spot. So maybe it's even like a hovering sentry gun or something, but I'm more so leaning towards some sort of an escort drone that follows you around and kills enemies. And with that, that's pretty much everything new I picked up from this trailer. For everything else, it was actually a lot of pieces of previous trailers that we had. Maybe there's some new zombie stuff in there, but I don't keep up with zombie stuff, so you're probably better off going to a zombies channel for that if that's what you're looking for. But as far as I could tell, at least for multiplayer and Blackout, this is all the new information we have. It is quite reassuring to see that Vonderhaar was apparently wrong with his statement about the number of maps. But of course, I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of what appears to be these 2 new maps? And also, what do you think that underbarrel thing could be on that LMG, as well as that hovering score streak? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time. Yeah.